recording on all angles.
We recording, man.
Yeah.
Shit.
So do you want to start it out with like just, hey, yo, what's happening with it? It's your boy Crim, Dela, Crim.
Yep, Pacman, Gotti.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Let's get to it.
Yo, what's happening with it? It's your boy Crim, Dela, Crim with my God, Pacman, Gotti. You know what the fuck it is.
What's
Global
cracking,
hustle.
What's cracking?
All off the muscle. This is our first ever podcast. Stay down till you come up.
Stay down till you fucking come up, yo.
You know, we had to choose that.
Yeah. It only made right. It only made sense.
It only made sense.
It was only right, you know?
Yeah. Like our whole story is staying down till you come up.
Stay down till you come the fuck up. You feel
Yeah.
me? Like, just don't give up. You
Right.
can't lose if you quit. You feel me?
Right.
Straight up. You got to
Straight
stay
up.
down with this shit. Whatever you doing, you
Yep.
got to stay down. You get a new job.
Stay down till you come up.
Stay down till
You
you
got
come
to.
up. You might be running that motherfucker one day. You stay down, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, man. Shit, it's like so beautiful, like how full circle like everything's came. You know, like we really went on some mission. We've been on some missions, and you know that's off camera some crazy shit.
Off camera, but even on camera.
But
we
on
took it
camera
there.
was wild.
Coming from two motherfuckers from Butler County, Kansas, bro.
Right.
We
They don't
took
know
it.
about Butler County
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
If you don't know about Butler County, motherfucker, you need to go look that up.
Go look up Butler County. Even more so, look up Towanda and El Dorado.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, that's
come on
where
now.
we really
We
from.
from Towanda and El Dorado. It's like small town, 10 minutes from
Right.
each other. Only thing to do growing up was skating rink shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like every weekend it was a skating rink. During the summer it was
Yeah,
the pool.
yeah.
That was the only two things to
A
do.
bitch still owe me my sweater from one of them motherfuckers.
Well, I used to go get so much money out of people at the skating rink. I used to walk by with the change in the cup while
Damn.
people was breaking and shaking. You got any extra change? You got any
right.
extra
Yeah,
change?
bring it in there.
I'll go into the skating rink with $5. Come out till 25. Come out with 25.
Damn.
Talk about stay down till you come
Right,
up.
nigga
you
been
know?
hustling since a jit.
Since a jit, man.
Jit, man. Hell yeah. But yeah, man, like I think what's really dope about us doing a podcast is we really be doing a lot of cool shit.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
we
And so
really
like
do.
I felt just in our life, there was a time we was moving around and like it was cool to vlog. You know, we probably should have got more vlogs than we did. But we do so much cool shit now that's kind of hard to vlog.
Right.
You know, like a lot of the cool shit we doing is like sending contracts out and like the networking we doing a lot of like
Negotiating.
boss business shit now.
Yeah.
You know that
Yeah.
is
Back and forth with the attorney.
right. That's kind of boring a vlog.
Yeah.
Sound cool on the podcast
Yeah,
though.
but it's a boring vlog though. You
Yeah.
put the camera on and watch me
Right,
type
nigga
up
fall
a
asleep,
contract,
boy.
you gonna fall asleep because
I damn near
near
sleep.
falling asleep.
For real.
You feel me?
Shit. But I think that's what's so cool about the podcast because it's like a audio vlog. You know what I mean? Like some people gonna watch us on YouTube, but you know some people listening on Spotify or
Yeah,
Apple
some
Music.
people
So
gonna put us on in the car and ride. you know?
exactly. So I think that's what's cool about this is like us having an opportunity to really like show who we are and what we do.
Right.
Our passions. You know, a lot of people really be tapped into us and like to pick our brains, especially with the different hustles we got going on, like with the real estate, with the music, and you kind of took it further with the music and like on some CEO type shit,
Right.
In the background,
Yeah, background.
Steve
CEO,
LaBelle type shit,
executive,
like
you
you're right,
know?
a little protege,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, shout out Steve LaBelle. for
Yeah,
real.
big shout out Steve
opened
LaBelle.
A lot of doors for us.
A
man.
lot of doors.
A lot
Big
of
shout
doors
out to
for
Steve
us,
LaBelle.
for real.
That's my guy.
Yeah, man.
If you don't know who Steve LaBelle is, you don't know hip hop.
Hey, you hit him with a Steve LaBelle phrase, didn't
Right.
you?
That's real
Yeah,
though.
you
Hey,
don't know hip hop, you don't know who Steve LaBelle is.
yeah, you don't know
though,
Steve
for
LaBelle.
real.
Like he's
Really
behind.
been
Yeah.
around.
But I think that's kind of what you went into, like because you was with him a lot for a little bit.
A lot.
You
He
know?
really did like open up a lot of opportunities and a lot of doors
Yeah.
that I'm forever grateful for. Forever grateful. Him and Thomas.
Yeah.
Thomas is another executive that's partnered with Steve LaBelle, and man, they both really reached their hand out and extended a lot of help to me and mentored me and spoke life and belief into me. You know,
Right.
they seen something in me when we was just coming around and told me like, yo,
The hustle.
you actually
Yeah.
got it as a manager. You
Yeah.
know, made me believe in myself. That's like
Right.
that's like a young rapper and he get around like a successful rapper.
Yeah.
And
And
that
he
rapper
praise him,
like,
yeah.
Hey, yo, you actually dope, man. Keep going.
Yeah.
That's what it was for me, you know, early on in the days. So
Right.
the shit. Shout out to Steve. Shout out to Thomas. Shout
Yeah.
out to everyone at Fever, really.
Right.
back
Oh,
in them
that-
days, man.
right.
That's a
We
throwback
were just
comment.
talking about that. We was just buy that motherfucker. Well, if y'all don't know Fever, it was our intro to Los Angeles. You know, like we was talking about, we from Kansas, so our journey to where we at right now is wild. Like,
crazy.
What we had to do to get here and as plugged as we are, and I can say that just because we really plugged.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. We've built a lot of relationships with a lot of incredible people.
A lot.
And the journey is nothing other, it can't be explained no other way than God.
And then if you zoom out, we so early in the journey. That's a beautiful thing. Like,
we early.
That's the best part about starting this podcast is like, yo, we preach and stay down till you come up, but yo, it's still we still on the stay down.
Right. Know, we still staying down.
We still on the stay down.
Yeah, we practicing what the fuck we preach.
Facts. So it's no better podcast to tune into.
Yeah.
Like, we actually practicing what we preach. We doing what we say. Right. We doing what we suggest. You know, that's a beautiful thing I think about this whole podcast. So the whole concept of what we're trying to put out there.
Right. I agree. So maybe some people listening or watching, they just stumbled upon our shit and they don't know our story. Yeah. All they know is we just some Kansas motherfuckers, and now we in California.
Yeah.
We're the meat and potato, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, you know,
where do we start? Do we start with where Global Hustle started? Like,
yeah, I think that's probably the best part. Throughout the episodes, we might get other pieces, but you know, we can hit them with just the good meat and potatoes.
The
you know
meat
what
and
I mean?
Potatoes where this started.
Right,
know,
right.
Like where this whole thing started, because I'll be honest, without Crim, there's no Pacman. Like,
right.
And on camera, I'm gonna give him his flowers. Like, yo, if for anyone watching who does know the story and has been paying attention, but really isn't sure of the meat and potatoes, like he's saying, like, yo, without Crim, there wouldn't have been no opportunity for me to get in here and learn this business the way I did. He took a chance on me the same way I took a chance on him. I didn't know shit about music. Didn't know shit about making music. I didn't know shit about the music.
You just knew you wanted to be in the business.
I just knew I wanted to be in the business.
You had, that was crazy. Like, when we linked, I had this passion of like, yo, I got to get my bread up. And he had a passion of, I want to be in the music business.
I want to be in the business.
And so nigga had his bread up and I was in the music business, right?
Straight up.
So that's how that came together.
And that's how this whole partnership came, you know, and he really did just say, fuck it. Hey, I'm going to let you learn on my career. And we had a lot of head bumps on Crim's career. We had a lot of head bumps on Crim's career that if you know, Crim then in return gave me Damian Styles, and I was able to take it to another level with Damian. Right. Off of everything I was able to learn off of your career. So that was thank you.
Oh no,
thank
for
you,
sure,
man,
for sure.
You already know. Forever indebted
you
for you just allowing me to get in and learn off of your back.
Right.
For real.
And shit, it's the same. You know, I give you your flowers too, bro. Like, you remember where you found me, nigga.
Yeah.
You remember that B-dub,
nigga.
You remember Crim?
Nigga.
Yeah,
might have a hole in the shirt, nigga.
Black Air Force Ones, nigga.
Real black Air Force One, nigga. Y'all don't know.
Yeah. You know, all that stereotype black Air Force One nigga was me.
Was him, nigga. Light-skinned, dusty Air Force nigga, for real.
Yo, hey, there's some pictures I came across. I used to do these shows. I was working at this warehouse, nigga. They got pictures of me. I forget what I was doing. We was doing something with a machine, but I'm covered in dust, nigga. I show up to the show literally dusty.
Yeah,
didn't give a fuck.
I don't
nigga up there rapping, nigga.
Dusty.
I'm jumping, nigga. Dust fly off me and shit.
I ain't seen all that now.
No, hey, that was just one night. That was one night. I couldn't believe I did that. I seen the pictures when I got home. I'm like, damn, nigga, I didn't even go shower, nothing. That's fucked up. I'm still on bitches.
I was about to say they still turned up with
I
you
was
too.
still on some bitches too, nigga. Dusty. That's the thing. Confidence to have you doing anything.
Hey, confidence how you doing anything.
Yeah,
and there ain't nothing like a big nigga or big girl confidence, bro.
Right.
There ain't nothing like that now.
Right. You see a bitch out in public with her big belly out, just know she more confident than anyone on the planet.
Yeah, for sure.
I salute her.
On Baywatch. She
I salute
get
her.
Up there and play that role now.
Salute. Bitch, you confident because I could never.
Facts.
I hate when just some side showing.
No, you could never. Back in the day, you could.
Oh, yeah, I could back then. I didn't give a fuck.
Back then, you
I'd
didn't
take the whole shit out, nigga.
Fuck.
Nah, shit. Yeah, I was a different type of motherfucker, but that's who you found.
Yeah, no.
Now, but the music was still starting to speak. You could tell, like, I had something.
No, there was something.
We just wasn't creating hit records.
Yeah.
I was just rapping.
Yeah.
You know, and so,
there was talent there.
Yeah, so I just remember that was such a changing point in my career because even though we bumped our heads, bro, we did some legendary shit.
We did, bro.
Bro, like, I don't give a fuck what no one said. We've done shit no one's done, honestly.
Especially where we come from.
Yeah, well, especially where it comes from, but
just
just
the industry.
we're just in the industry,
Like,
right?
Who got a whole project executive produced by Scott Storch?
That's what I'm saying, like that, and just man, we just did so much crazy shit, like how we just will fall into situations, catch 1 million views with some crazy influencer, nigga. And we doing songs with we at Boosie House now, all from Kansas, bro.
All from Kansas.
So we went up, Kansas. So we started a music label, Global Hustle, right? Yep. That's when we got together. We did a song. Our first thing, part of Global Hustle, we did a song with Devin the Dude.
Yep.
My favorite artist. Crazy how that went. I opened for him, got his connection. Pac had the money, like, fuck it, let's just buy. Actually, no, he did it for free. We flew him out for the video.
Yeah, he did the feature for what, 300?
Yeah, something stupid low. Yeah,
super cheap.
Super player just because it was my birthday. You know, we take care of all that, fly him out, do the video. He invited us back to Houston, give us these backstage passes to this Houston takeover. We met all the Southern rap. This was the beginning, like right when we started the label. So
this is. What he's talking about is October 2016 was when we did the feature.
Yep.
We did the music video in November.
Yep.
Devin invited us out in December to the Day for Night Festival.
Right, yeah.
Day for Night Festival in Houston.
Yep.
And that's when we got to meet every legend there was to come out of Houston.
Like all the shit we grew up to, come from Kansas, we grew up to the South.
We grew up on all that shit.
We kicked it with Mike Jones that night.
I'll never forget, nigga, I'm sitting there and Slim Thug literally right behind me rolling a blunt because we backstage chopping it up with everybody.
Yeah.
I'm having to keep my cool. This is my first time around.
Me too. I ain't never had no backstage passes. Nigga, it was such a culture shock for us too. Like we've just always been fans. Yeah. We hadn't been in the industry.
Exactly.
I was just a local artist performing at different bars and shit.
Yeah. I was like a kid in a candy shop because of how much I love the business and shit. So to be there with, I remember Paul Wall came up, dapped us up the back of the car.
They didn't know who the fuck we was. They just assumed we was them niggas.
Yeah, we was with Devin the Dude, you know?
Right.
Nigga, like that shit was. That was life changing. Shout out to Devin the Dude.
Big shout out. My favorite artist of all time.
This, forever indebted to you, man, for real. Like without that opportunity, I don't know if it would have ignited what it did so fast.
Right.
Like,
no, bro. Devin the Dude is definitely my top artist of all time. Like, you know, people get too much into it, like the best rapper. I'm just talking about my best vibe.
Yeah.
If I'm going to vibe out, I know every Devin the Dude word. You see me at a Devin the Dude concert, I'm in the crowd rapping every word. I literally fucked with this nigga so tough.
Yeah.
And so for him to be the entry into the industry,
it's full circle.
Full circle for that.
Circle.
That was it. Yeah, that was
God, yo.
And then how that worked out too later on when we moved to LA, he was letting me into shows for free.
Yep.
So I was gonna pay anyway. Yeah. Because I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I was buying
us backstage.
I get to kick it with a backstage just on, on GP, you know?
Yep.
So yeah. And from there, it just never stopped.
It never stopped. It just
like our global hustle run was
that was December 2016. That was actually the very first week of December.
Yeah.
By the end of December, shout out Amy. Amy introduced us to a dude named Pimpin' Silky. Now, shout out Pimpin' Silky.
Damn. Shout out Pimpin'.
All within 3 months
Pimpin' Silky.
of us partnering up. This all just within the first 90 days of partnering up and starting this shit. Pimpin' Silky like, hey, I got y'all on the guest list tonight at the Snoop Dogg roast.
Right.
Pull up to the Snoop Dogg roast in Hollywood.
Yeah.
We get out the car.
Yeah.
First person right there, Bishop Don Juan, just outside on the phone.
We weren't used to this.
Regular shit.
We got to reiterate, we not from this.
We coming from Kansas now.
We literally came from Kansas to this. Like,
we
real
walk
shit.
in and, man, I don't even know. It was so many people when we walk in, bro.
We seen Wiz and Kendall Jenner. Christina Milian, French Montana.
At the bar. I'm getting a drink. I look over. He
right
pop
next
up
to
at
us.
the bar. Because it was only invite
only.
Right. This wasn't open to the public.
Right.
This was just celebrity invite only. You had to be there. You had to know.
But we had the Snoop Dogg pass.
We had the Snoop Dogg pass though. And
crazy.
Remember, I'll never forget. Still to this day, I've been smoking weed every day of my life since I was 15 years old.
Right.
Snoop gave Pimpin' Silky a blunt to bring to us.
Right. I remember that.
It was called Louis the 13th.
Louis the 13th.
I'll never forget that shit. We smoked that blunt, nigga. I was trying to stay awake. I still ain't been that high.
Yeah, it was a disrespectful high.
It was disrespectful.
Like I'm too high. I'm mad at whoever handed this to me.
I was grown at this point.
Make a nigga want to ask for mid next time.
So bring it back. Like Pimpin' Silky now. You know, he get us backstage. We around all the West Coast rappers now.
Right.
Too Short in that motherfucker.
Yep.
Wiz was, hey, I hate to say it on camera, but we were so close. That nigga Wiz was funky.
Yeah, that's how close. That's how we in the mix we was.
He must have forgot the deodorant and was like, fuck it, nigga,
Nah.
I'm Wiz. I'm sending it tonight.
Right,
nigga.
right. Hey, you know, I fucks with Wiz, but I ain't gonna lie. I ain't like you gotta work for that stink. That ain't no I've just been sweating for a little bit. Like he missed a couple days.
No.
Like, that was a big
That
nigga stink, and he
funky.
ain't a big
He
nigga.
ain't no big
when
nigga.
a little nigga smell like a big nigga, you work for that. You had to work for that, nigga. He was out there.
Man, the first 90 days of Global Hustle was just so life-changing.
Incredible run.
Incredible.
Yeah.
And on top of that, you know, we leaving out the biggest piece of this whole thing, Bernie.
Right. Oh my
You know,
gosh.
we met our attorney in them first 90 days.
Right.
And if anybody I give flowers to on this camera in this first episode for where I am in the music
if we had a
industry.
yeah.
Shout out Bernie Rez.
Bernie.
Yeah.
Crazy how we found him. So like everything we've done, how it happened is
There's
like
no
something that can't be
explanation.
duplicated.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like usually like,
Exactly.
okay, like if I'm gonna close a real estate deal, I know if I do this, this, and this, then I'm gonna do this, this, and this.
Yeah.
But like if we say someone's
There's
like,
no
hey, how do I
SOP
go get a entertainment attorney like y'all got? And we were like, oh fuck it, we'll tell you exactly what we did. It's not gonna work.
Yeah. It's not going to work.
It's not gonna work.
It's not going to
If
work.
we tell you how we got with Scott Storch, you just do what we
follow
did.
that?
Yeah, you're not going. It's not going to
I
work.
can't say it's not going to work.
It
but
might. It worked for us.
The odds
but
are not in your favor.
Yeah, the odds are not in your favor.
Like, it just
Yeah, because it worked for us, but it's just so wild. Everything that's happened.
everything.
So-
and full circle to just everything.
Yeah,
that
it was
came.
meant to happen. That's why it happened.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The whole us linking
Right.
was just all meant to happen. Like that's one thing we
Yeah.
always knew. Like when we linked, the way shit just started happening for us.
Yeah.
Was never forced.
Right.
There
Right.
was
Right.
no
That's a clear
explanation
indicator.
that God
yeah.
had already had this planned. It was just a matter of us linking and executing
Right.
his plan.
Yep.
Like literally, like it happened so easy that there's no other way around it.
Yeah.
We happened to just have a divine understanding that God had a plan for us,
Yeah.
and we was executing it by just doing.
Right.
And
Yeah. Just putting the shots up.
yeah. So
Yeah.
you know,
You miss
to
every
fast
shot
forward
that
all
you don't
that's the
take.
start
Yeah.
of this shit, you know. So
Yeah.
man, the next 3 years got crazy after that.
Yeah.
They got really crazy. We did a
Right.
lot of shit in them next 3 years.
We went on tours, motherfucking crazy
Bone Thugs and
collapse.
Harmony tour. Like we
Yeah.
toured with Bone Thugs and Harmony, bro.
Yeah.
I grew up to
Right.
like all this shit we gotta do with people we
Joyner.
grew up to. The Joyner Lucas.
That was
tour.
probably my favorite tour.
That was for sure my favorite.
Just
tour.
because like I felt like we fit more in. But I take that back because the Bone Thugs, they loved us. The Bone Thugs crowd loved
both
yeah.
crowds.
Both
Both
crowds
crowds
loved
was
us, yeah.
amazing. I think the reason Joyner's tour was more fun was because we earned a spot. Like,
Yeah.
At first, we was just a buy-on opener, you know.
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
But then
They
'cause
recognized.
They told us, "Oh no, you can't do LA. You can't do this certain
Yeah.
dates."
But we rocked the shit so
the
crazy.
first 2 dates we rocked so crazy. They come like, "Hey, y'all want to do LA?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no,
You
that
know?
was crazy.
Then they like, "Hey, we actually moved you up to the last opener right before Joyner in LA. Like, we want you to bring Joyner out."
yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Like, we earned that.
Right.
I think that's why that became my favorite one.
Yeah.
And just to be able to be backstage at a show in LA like that with
And how we
Chris
did
Brown.
it. Yeah, how we did it though. Yeah, we performed for a lot of people that night.
Yeah.
That was in the crowd. Chris Brown, Hobson was there.
Snow the product.
Snow, yeah, and we rocked that motherfucker. We had Holy
rocked that.
God doing backflips.
Yeah,
we had the
rocked
money
that.
shooter.
Sold out show at the El Rey
Hey.
Theater. You had the flu.
The flu game.
And we rocked that shit.
Flu game. It was my flu game.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went crazy. I was fucked up. Niggas had me drinking the orange patch.
Yep.
What is it? The emergency.
The emergencies. Yeah.
Yeah, I was down bad.
Down bad.
We had a little Terrio at the Airbnb that day. Or was that the next day?
The next day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got a little Terrio in the Airbnb.
Yeah.
Man, coming
His
from-
story's beautiful, ain't it?
It is, bro. Shout out Lil Terrio for real.
Yeah.
Man. Like he inspiring
Real
old
inspiring.
motherfuckers.
Yeah. I love to see him. He getting right.
I think it's harder to do what he's done
Yeah.
at the age he is
Right.
than it is to do it as an adult.
Yeah. No, for sure.
It's way harder.
You got to have way more mental focus.
Way
like,
more.
Yeah. Big shout out him,
He
bro.
started doing this at 12. You know, he just turned 15.
Yeah. With the journey, the weight loss journey. Yeah.
The journey, you know, like.
Yeah.
As a kid, to be able to tap into that type of
And he
discipline,
got big.
No, he was really
It
big.
wasn't just like a little bit of weight.
And he'll tell you his life was on the line, how big he was.
Oh,
you know?
yeah, for sure.
Like, for sure, his life was on the line. And Terrio going to end up becoming one of the top bodybuilders one of these days, I think. You know? Cause
he definitely going. I can see him being now like a speaker or something. Like, once he just grow up into that like grown man shit, because he's still a kid. Yeah, look at the journey he had just on
we
some
talking
kid
about
shit.
a kid now.
Right.
So man, that was just a little brief history of what got us to working, really partnering up and working, and then a lot just came from there. And so now, you know, fast forward, we've been in cahoots for almost 7 years.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been 7 years in August of 2023. Because that's when we linked for sure.
Time flies.
You know, time really flies, and we did a lot in that small time frame. We got a lot more to go though. You know, so
for sure.
The purpose of this podcast is to show you guys that anything is possible if you stay down.
If you stay
until
down,
you come up. Like you just have to stay at this shit, and you can't give up. It's gonna get hard. You're gonna get tested. You're gonna want to quit on whatever journey you're on. Yeah. Any journey, but especially an entrepreneurial journey. Right. It's gonna get hard.
Guaranteed.
You are gonna want to give in. You're gonna look at people that got 9-to-5 jobs, and you're gonna say, "Yo, you got it made."
Right.
You're gonna look at them and be like, "You know what? That actually might not be a bad idea. Maybe I'll go apply with them." Right. If you in Wichita. Especially if you in Wichita, you an entrepreneur. You see motherfuckers working at Spirit, living good. Right. They living good and comfortable too. I'm not knocking no 9-to-5 job. Right. But if we need them. You an actual naturally born entrepreneur. Yeah. A 9-to-5 just don't sit right with you. It don't matter how good of money you make. Right. Getting up and going to a job every day, 9-to-5, working for someone else's dream, just don't sit right within you. So. This isn't just for entrepreneurs, but we will be speaking a lot more to entrepreneurs. Yeah. Because this is a journey. Because and once we start getting guests on here too, that's what I like to hear. Like, I want to know when it was rough. Right. I want to know what you was doing when you were struggling. Exactly. Because I can almost guarantee that you did struggle. Yeah. You had to go through the ringer in some way. And like when you talk to motherfuckers, real successful people, like we've just had the pleasure to hear their stories already, you know, behind closed doors. Like they've had extreme struggle moments that we can relate to. Yep. You know, but it's all about persevering and going past that to reach this like higher level of success, you know. That's exactly what it's about. So definitely not knocking a 9-to-5 though. We need niggas who work 9-to-5s. Yeah. Because shit, you can't have a business without a nigga working a 9-to-5. We don't have the world without that. Yeah. Like, especially the. It's fucked up out here if everyone's an entrepreneur. Yeah. If everyone an entrepreneur, well, maybe not, because then everybody just own the business we buying from. So, you know, I mean, it just. I guess once the robots come, it just hires. Yeah. You still, there ain't enough room for every person to be an entrepreneur. That's just what it is, you know. It'd be cool in a perfect world. That'd be cool, but this shit get tough. Yeah, you know. So sometimes that peace of mind is better than, you know, a dream to some. Especially if you were young and made mistakes. Yeah, that fucked your life, the future of your life up. Right. And that happens to a lot of us. Like, I made a lot of mistakes that I was just blessed to not get caught up on. Right. And had I did that, might have changed. Would not have been able to be the entrepreneur. You might have got out talking about, hey, I'm gonna sit down and do what I was supposed to do. Exactly. Nigga, stay the fuck out the way. Have some guaranteed shit. I was talking to my dad about this one day, and he was just like, you know, had I maybe understood the importance of not making dumb decisions in my youth, right, I probably could have pursued more of a bigger chance, took a bigger chance on being an entrepreneur. But by the time I was an adult, life was already fucking me over so bad because I had multiple kids. I had child support. Right. I had loans I took out and stuff. And I was like, think of how many people that happens to so young. Yeah. So if you young and you listening right now, if you take anything from our first episode, think twice before just saying, fuck it, I'm young, I'm going to do some dumb shit. Because we know when we doing some dumb shit. It's just
Yeah.
a lot of times, especially when we young, we like, I don't give a fuck.
I'm young.
I'm
That's
young.
the excuse.
That's the excuse.
Yeah.
But
This is the best time. Like, I'm just like, yo, there's so many hustles and so much information in the world right now
oh my
that
gosh.
like being a young person nowadays, you have so much potential.
So much opportunity.
You could do so much. You can learn so much. You could put yourself through your own school,
Yeah.
like YouTube University. That's how I even got started with
little
the
nigga in Florida had his own doctor clinic. He didn't even go to college.
Right? Yeah, no, that nigga was in his
he
bag.
was, he was out of pocket. But
He was
look,
mad out of pocket,
but that just tell you,
yeah,
you in a day to where you could go learn how to do surgery on YouTube. You
yeah,
know?
damn. I remember that story faintly. What happened with that? What
he
was
got
going
charged. He was doing surgeries and stuff. He had his own clinic. A little young nigga, he was dressed up as a doctor, bro, in Florida.
on? Yeah,
And was just taking clients and everything. And somebody dove in and looked into him. I think
he's 17.
I think he was like 19
Oh,
or
okay,
20.
but
I don't
he
remember
young.
how old he was young. He wasn't no real doctor though. But he had everybody fooled. I think someone
Damn.
I want to say he was doing like plastic surgery or something like that. I can't remember
right.
exactly, but someone either got hurt or I don't think died, but
Yeah.
somebody got hurt. He did go to jail for it.
Where they had to dig into it.
Yeah, they dug into it and
Damn.
dude was finessing
Some internet shit.
some internet shit. But yeah,
Yeah.
back to you, man. Like
Yeah, with
we're
the
in today's age, there's an opportunity
right.
in a lane for any and every single person.
Right.
I was laying in bed thinking about this last night. You can monetize your wildest dreams. Your wildest dreams. There's a lane for you, and people are like, "But how?" You build a fan base around whatever it is you have a dream of.
Yeah,
You feel me?
That's
It's
hard.
literally that simple.
Right.
That's how you monetize.
What's that bar you just said?
You can monetize
Your wildest dreams. Woo, that's a shirt.
You feel me?
That's a
Monetize
shirt.
your wildest dream.
Yo,
Straight up.
we got to put that on something before we drop this episode.
Facts. Hey,
That's hard.
Maybe that's the title of this shit.
Right.
You know, pilot. Monetize your wildest dreams,
Yeah.
because that's really, I think, my biggest thing I want to get out of this podcast is to get people to chase their wildest dreams.
Right.
Do you know how many people try to talk me out of starting a music label and diving headfirst into the music business?
Yeah.
But I would not be here today had I listened to any of those people that told me that was too risky.
Yeah.
And yeah, I definitely could have got to the money a lot faster, maybe educating myself a little better before diving in, but I don't learn that way.
Yeah.
So I'm in the process of monetizing my wildest dreams. And I want to inspire
That's so hard.
other people.
Monetize your wildest dreams. That's bars.
You
nigga.
feel me? Because
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
real though. Like you can, like you was telling me the other day about the lady that built the whole fan base around her beliefs or whatever. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that was Love Has Won. It's weird as fuck. It's some cult shit.
Yeah, he just
kinda.
plugged you though.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no, it's they just dropped on like HBO Max or some shit. But what I just took from it was you would not expect her to have a following. The reason she had a following is because she put herself out there. There's a group of people, no matter who you are, what you look like, what you sound like.
There's a
group of people that's just like you that believes everything that you say.
Yep.
And thinks just like you. The things you get mad about, they get mad about. Things you laugh about, cry about, it's all the same.
It's all the exact same,
Right.
and they're gonna
just
relate with you. So if you put yourself out there,
right? And the internet makes it easy for you to find those people because they're scattered all across the world.
Exactly.
You're not going to just find those people in most cases in a town or a city.
So if you taken anything so far away from what we just said with monetizing your wildest dreams, the first thing first is hopping on the internet
Yeah, got to be on the internet.
and putting yourself out there.
Yeah.
That is the first step to monetizing your wildest
Right.
dreams. Right there. That's the first step.
No matter how organic it is,
Whatever
or what
it
it
is.
looked like.
Get on the internet
Just
and
got to
put
just
yourself out
be
there.
your authentic self.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, back in the day before there was internet, you might have had to build that community in your own little four pockets or just being able to know where these people were to go to them, them small pockets of the country and getting to them. But now, you can do this from the bedroom.
world. Yeah.
You can do this from your bedroom.
Right.
So whatever it is that strikes your interest the most, and you're like, yo, it'd be dope if I could just talk about that and make money. You can.
Right.
I'm here to tell you that you
Yeah.
can.
I be watching the shit my daughter watch on YouTube. They be making these, like, girls be on there with millions of views just doing face paint.
Yep.
There be these girls at million of views just breaking makeup. They breaking makeup 4 million views. Going scraping makeup out of the thing and putting it all, make some motherfucking, what's it called, slime.
Yeah. And your
10
daughter
million
watch
views,
it.
yeah.
What that tell you?
Yeah.
There's so many little kids.
That's
on
all she
YouTube
watch.
Playing video games that other little kids in the world are watching these kids
Play video.
games.
Like, that's what I'm saying. That's crazy. Shit, my brother-in-law.
I
these
hated
motherfuckers
watching other kids play when I was younger. I wanted to be playing.
That was torture.
Yeah.
Niggas are paid to get tortured now.
Yeah.
They watch the stream, but I mean, the people they watching do be.
They be good.
They're good in a
They
motherfucker,
do be-
but
I'm trying to
still,
get good.
I'm trying to get in on
Yeah.
it. My brother-in-law, Lath, big shout out Lath, he went to this, something like, I think it was in Texas. It's one of those, like, it's like a convention. Not a convention, but it's like if we were to go to March Madness, right?
Yeah.
Different teams.
One of the tourneys.
Yeah, like a tournament.
Game or tourney.
And so, like, there's people in the seats, and these people are on stage, and they got the screens up on the TV and shit. Like, it's a whole spectacle.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I'm like, I just don't know how I could set and these niggas hype in the crowd.
Bro, watching video games.
Watching video games, shit.
Come on now.
I mean, I wasn't.
Now,
I didn't
had you-
experience it. I might pop like, you know, pop something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Take a shot, something. You know what I mean? It might be kind of lit, man. But maybe.
I'm still gonna get bored.
But
pull
where my
phone out,
controller?
get
Yeah.
Scrolling, you know.
I might fall asleep.
Yeah. But I will say, had you told 12-year-old me, hey, get online, turn a camera on, play them video games every single day, you're going to be rich in 10, 12 years.
Wow.
I would have did it because
Right.
of how much I loved video games.
Yeah.
But coming up where we came from, that was not what was being told to us. If
Right.
if you weren't going off to college for sports,
Yeah.
you better just go on and go to college for a job. If you don't want to go to college, walk your ass up there to Hawker or Spirit or Cessna
Right.
and put an application in
Right.
if you want a good life. That was what was told to us coming from where we come from.
Yeah.
And it wasn't any ill will. It's just where we come from in Kansas. That's all you know. That's all people know.
Right.
Ranch, sports, aircraft.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it, you know? So for us to be able to catch these wild dreams
Yeah.
and take it there and
Yeah.
get into the entertainment business, the rap, real estate even, you know? Like you done took this shit to a whole nother level with real estate by just getting around somebody who's doing it
Yep.
and telling you like, hey, you would be good at doing this. You like, shit.
Yeah.
Let me dive in. Let me look into it.
And boom.
And boom.
We'll start closing
Lo and
deals.
behold, they was right.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
good at this shit. you
Right,
know?
right.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, that is crazy. Yeah, man, and shit, just to even set that all the way in is now that the internet's around, there's people from Kansas that's made it big off the internet.
Yeah.
Well,
A
Mr.
lot.
Beast, ain't he from Kansas?
Yeah, he I don't know if he was born in Wichita, but he lived in Wichita for like
Yeah,
a
before
while.
he was famous type
Some
shit.
years,
Like,
yeah.
yeah. There's a couple other kids we came across that's just
Tanner
yeah.
Bronhard or something
Something like that, yeah.
He's from Andover. He really
Yeah.
from
He
where
from
we
there,
from.
yeah.
And then shit, even on a smaller but big level, Scuba. You know, our homie Scuba
Oh,
with
yeah.
Beard Tube. He
Yeah,
eating
just
big off of
living
talking
off
about beards.
Yeah.
He grew a beard.
Let me
and he
show you how
talk
to shape my
about
fucking
beards on
beard. You know what I
YouTube.
mean?
And he make a living.
Yo, big shout out Scuba. Hey, you walk in this nigga house, he got a whole room of beard products because they just send them to him.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
walk in and you have a little grab bag, you know, you
Yep.
take 5 beard oils and a beard balm.
What's
you know what I
that
mean?
tell you? Scuba done made $1 million talking about beards.
That really slams in what you was talking about. Just monetize your wildest dreams. This nigga loved his beard. If you knew him in real life, that was his shit.
No,
like
he loved his beard.
I knew him pre-beard, and then once he got the beard, it became his identity.
Yeah.
Real shit. Like that
Yeah.
was his shit.
Yep.
And he monetized his wildest
monetized it.
dreams. Like, boom. You living off talking about your fucking beard.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
That's beautiful.
If that ain't a testament, we literally know someone from where we from at
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
that monetized the most wildest shit, if you ask me.
Yeah.
This nigga talking about beards.
And there's really a community for it. I didn't even know how big the beard community is. It's a real community.
Yeah,
it's not
there's
just
a
him.
real community
There's
for that.
hella people out here that's like,
If you got a
like
beard-
Pace Morby, and in the real estate you might have Brent Daniels. There's beard community niggas like that.
There's beard communities out here.
Yeah, I think he one of them now too. Scuba might be one of them beard community top dudes.
Oh, he definitely. If you got a beard and you searching anything about beards on the internet,
He popping up.
You definitely seeing Scuba.
Yeah.
Hands down, guaranteed. So that is a perfect example. Like,
Right.
It don't matter where you are now, because he in the middle of nowhere, Kansas, like we are.
Yeah.
And Scuba D used to tell us we was bullshitting. We needed to
He
be
told us for
vlogging
years.
and building a YouTube channel.
For years.
We was not.
And
picking
how he
up
used
what
to
was
tell us
putting
like we were
down.
really dumb. Man,
Yeah.
y'all missing out.
Yeah. And he was right.
He was
Look
so
at
right.
us, 5 years later, Scuba, we here now, though, man. You gonna watch this? Like, I told you.
Yeah.
I told you.
We
It's
just
all good,
prolonged it.
though.
Yeah.
It's all good, man.
Yeah.
Hey, life's still good. Life's
Yeah.
still beautiful.
Right.
We here now, though.
Matter of fact,
Yeah.
we here to stay. So we just got back from Los Angeles.
Yep.
Little studio session. That was a
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I needed that session, man.
bro.
I made my first song, y'all. Hey,
Yeah,
I made my
yeah.
first song at 31. I used to think I was too old at 25, 26. Like,
Right.
I hopped
That-
in at 31 on
That
them.
shit was a vibe.
Nah, that shit was fun.
We
That
got
shit
the
was fun.
we got the access to one of the greatest upcoming producers
of all time.
of all time. That we're probably going to look like psychics in
Yeah.
the next few years when they look back on our first episode, and we're telling you now, Gabriel Alexander is
Outta
the
here.
future's hottest producer.
For sure. He's going to be a top 5 of the 20s, 30s.
Grammys,
40s,
all that.
All that shit. Like, hands down. His work ethic is through the roof.
Yeah,
But that don't even
But it's sound.
exceed
No, what
his
he-
talent.
it's one thing for someone to make a beat, but when you can write music and know the ins and outs of actual music the way he does,
He understands music theory.
that's what
on
I'm
a
talking about.
Deep level.
That's a whole different kind of production.
Yeah.
So big shout out to Gabe, man. I
He was
love
in a huge. Damien called me yesterday. He was in a huge session. Huge session.
Oh damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's lit.
He working, yo.
Yeah.
He 2024 and shit. He just hit Billboard this year. First time coming from
Yeah.
Kansas, coming
Coming
from Kansas
Yeah.
in LA. Monetizing his wildest dreams.
Right.
So
No, that's
shout
dope.
out, shout out
Shout out
Gabriel
Gabe.
Alexander.
We gotta have him on the episode. He's gotta
Yeah,
be.
he gonna be on one of the first 10
Yeah.
interview episodes.
His
for
come up
His-
is incredible.
incredible.
Yeah.
And he's staying down.
We gotta have Damien on here too.
Yeah.
I remember Damien from big shout out Damien.
Yeah.
Yo,
Big shout out
y'all
Damien
probably know who
Sales.
Damien is, but I know him from when this nigga he used to be the shortest dude, little kid, cooking adults
Yeah.
on the freestyle. You
Yeah.
couldn't see him, and then his
Mowing 'em
dad
down.
would be right next to him, so you couldn't smack him neither. And to see what he's turned into,
And-
yeah,
and
they don't even know his hip hop
Shit,
background.
I'll put him up against anybody
Yeah.
in the industry with the bars now.
Right.
I
I
literally-
wish someone would talk shit on Damien just so he could bar him to death.
I would put him in a room with Joyner Lucas, Eminem, and Machine Gun Kelly right now.
Right.
And he literally running circles with them. I'm not gonna say he running circles around them,
But with them.
he running circles with them.
I agree.
For sure.
Yeah, off the dome.
For sure. Off the dome too.
Yeah.
Off the dome.
But
he
if you
might,
give, yeah,
he might give a couple of them a run
right.
off the dome now.
Yeah.
You know?
He definitely giving Machine Gun a run off the dome.
Yeah.
For
yeah,
sure.
Nah, for sure. I think Joyner too, with the off the dome.
Right,
I
right,
don't
right,
know about M now. That's a
Nah, M's different.
goat.
M's different.
That's a goat. But
M off the dome is different.
Joyner, Machine,
M off the dome is crazy.
crazy. Yo.
You used to watch the motherfuckers he used to do overseas. He used to fly overseas and do like 10, 20-minute long freestyles with I can't think of the dude's name. It's this white DJ, foreign nigga. I don't know, but bruh, yeah. Anyways, M off the dome, crazy. Yeah.
So yeah, man, like Damien, Gabe, got to get them on the.
Got
on
to.
here. We actually gonna provide a lot of value,
Right.
with people that are doing what we're preaching,
Yep.
doing what
We're going
doing,
to ask all the good questions.
and beyond. You know, we
Yeah.
got people that are highly successful. We're gonna get on here and have them tell the stories and give the meat and potatoes of their what it took for them to get to their success, their first 100,000, their first $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that all that is very major to motivating people like us.
Yeah, to be able to hear that it's real.
It's real.
Like, you know, so I always say there's two different reals. There's real and there's really real. Real is when you find out about it and you're like, oh, this is real.
Yeah.
And really real is when you get paid.
Yeah, when you really get paid.
Yeah, no, this is really real, dog.
Really real, yo.
Yeah.
You see this check, nigga?
Yeah, so this really real. So we want to make it real for the people that's tuning into us.
Yeah.
Oh, this is real.
Exactly.
And then hopefully it's on you to make it really real.
It's on you to make it really real.
Yeah.
We gonna show you.
But we'll show you it's real.
Yeah, facts. We will show you it's real.
Right.
And what you do with that is on you.
Yeah.
But shit, I hope we inspire enough with showing you that it's real.
Yeah.
That you take it to make
that,
it really
when
real.
I think about like really zooming out and looking, you know, 5 years or, you know, however long it takes for us to really catch and people are tapped in, I just want like success stories. Like, bro, I listened to your podcast and I heard this guest you have talk about this, because that's what happened to me.
Yeah.
A lot of things, especially in real estate, like techniques that I didn't know about, I'll just be listening to a podcast and it'd be like just this 15-second piece of little clip that's in an hour-long podcast. So I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? And I'll go into a rabbit hole, unlock something, and you know, it's part of my business.
Yeah.
That I can't believe I did so long without.
Exactly.
You know, so like, and shit, I'll shout out that podcast, Wholesaling Inc. I love that one. You get so much game from that one.
So much game.
So I want our podcast to be like that too, where it's like, yo, I got so much game. Like I wanted to know how to, you know, something with the music business or like content strategies or whatever, you know.
And we're gonna interview each other too. We're gonna give each other a lot of questions to give you guys information too of like what it took for us to get to where we are, because we're partners. We're still working together, but we have our own independent routes of ways we're having success as well. Like he has found a lot of success in the last year and a half, 2 years in the real estate wholesaling space, making shit. August, you made 6 figures in 1 month. In 1 month, in 30 days, you know?
Yeah.
You know, me, I don't never like to toot my own horn, but coming from where we come from, to be able to negotiate a $3.2 million deal for Damian Styles with Elliott Grange at 10K
big
Projects
shit.
is major shit.
Hell yeah,
you
it
know,
is.
That was, and I think the craziest
7-figure deals, nigga. You doing points.
Thing, bro. I was in that meeting the day of my 10-year class reunion. Had you told me on my graduation day, you know, in 10 years from today, you're gonna be in Beverly Hills at the son of the owner of Universal Records house, negotiating a record deal and a joint venture for your label and your artist, I would have been like, whoever this nigga is telling me this shit, he's crazy as hell.
Crazy than a motherfucker.
Like, this motherfucker, I don't know, I would have been dreaming.
Yeah.
But it was real.
Right.
So shout out to you, shout out to me.
Right.
We got a lot of game to give y'all too about how we got to where we are. And I think I just got an idea. Actually, Bria's doing this already with her podcast, but I'm gonna make a Google form for people to send in questions that they want us to answer on the podcast in episodes and stuff.
That's dope.
And then, you know, we'll go through that and randomly answer questions of how, you know, people might want to know, well, shit, yeah, you say it can't happen how it did for you, but how do I go about getting an entertainment attorney?
Right. Well, yeah, we'll tell them how we did it, and then we'll also tell you how you can just do it if that don't work. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I'll tell you how I'd do it if I was you.
Yeah. Right.
Straight up, you know?
Yeah.
And it can work. If not, there's another strategy. Just keep going, you know?
Yeah.
There's definitely a lot of people going to want to know how the hell do they make $100,000 in 1 month selling a house.
Right.
If they're
That's not theirs,
realtor.
Selling a piece of paper.
Yeah.
I sold paper.
You sold a piece of paper.
Yeah, for $100,000.
Yeah. The house was just, the information of the house was just on the piece of paper.
Yeah. I never owned the house. I didn't remodel it. I didn't list it. Yeah. I just got a piece of paper and I sold that piece of paper.
Yeah, that sounds crazy, don't it? That shit real. No, it's really real.
It's really, really real, dog.
Really real.
It's just real to y'all, but it's really real.
It's really real.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, y'all stay tuned. I'm really, really excited about this.
Yeah, me too.
This is gonna be major.
Yeah.
You know, we got a long
and
way
it's
to go.
fun.
With
like
this
we just like to talk. So
I don't even know how long it's been, but
right.
I know we just had a lot of fun turning these cameras on, just talking shit. and we just getting started, you know.
Yeah.
Another thing I'll share with y'all, I used to have a fear of being on the mic. You know this. I didn't want to be on the mic.
Right.
Didn't really like being on camera or nothing like that. And I had to get out of my own way too to be able to reach where I want to reach, you know? Which is also why I threw myself in the studio this last weekend.
Make yourself uncomfortable,
It's not like I think, oh, I'm about to be the biggest rapper and I want to be the biggest rapper. I'm about to drop a hit. No, I'm making myself uncomfortable because that's where growth is, you know? I always knew the first time I ever got into a studio was Tunji's closet studio when I was 16. I say something in the mic when he ran down to the bathroom. So he couldn't even hear, you know? I heard myself. I'm like, oh, hell no. Took the motherfucking headphones off, put it on the mic, and sat back down like, yeah, nah, nigga, this rap shit ain't for me. I ain't like the way I sound, you know?
Right.
I never wanted to get back on the mic ever again after that.
Damn.
You know? Who knows where I might be had I just got back the next day and been like, cuz, help me make a song. Yeah. You know?
Just got it out the way.
Doing that shit at 16, getting it out the way, I might be an artist right now. You know? You can vouch how many times we be out, motherfuckers ask me, you an artist?
Oh, yeah. Everyone thinks you the artist. I look like I'm motherfucker. Well, when I had the beard, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, I just look like security to your ass. Nigga, they think you the rapper. Nah, he the rapper.
I always was asking, was I the rapper? Was I the artist? Like, nah, nigga, you got a deal, though. You can send it to me. I'm going to negotiate.
Right.
So, you know, it's just all about growth. So,
hell yeah.
I'm excited to see where this shit go, for real.
Oh, me too. I think it was a good episode, too.
Yeah, I do, too.
First little pilot, you know what I mean?
Episode.
On their ass.
Episode 2 coming soon.
Episode 2 coming soon. Well, I appreciate it. Like I said, my name Crim, Dela Crim. It's Pacman Gotti. It's going all the way down. You dig? Tell them.
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh.